Welcome to Zotac. Today we're going to be covering a passively cooled Zbox, an entry-level Zbox, and a new Nvme Drive. Thank you to Squarespace for bringing us to CES 2016 this year, and check out their link in the video description down below. So we're going to start with the Zotac C series. This is their passively cooled model, and they've had these in the past, but this one's much larger and has a much more badass CPU in it. So this one specifically is running an Intel Core i5-6300U Skylake, which is a big step above, I believe, the i3s that they had in the smaller models. That does require much more metal due to the heat sinks, the metal plate that's in the top, and all that kind of stuff. So it does have some weight to it, but they did say that the final version will be a little bit lighter than it was here, so I'm not going to quote the weight. And I wouldn't look too closely at the size either because they're saying it's going to get a little bit smaller as well. Due to the previously mentioned processor, it also has Intel HD Graphics 520. It has a 2.5-inch SSD or hard drive tray, which is configurable as you would like. It can support up to 2 sticks of DDR3L, so up to 16 gigabytes of memory. On the front of the unit, it features a power button, 2 USB 3.1 Type-C connectors, a USB 3.0/SD card slot, which is actually pretty cool, and then headphone and microphone jacks. The tops and sides both feature a really cool honeycomb mesh aesthetic. The bottom just has some feet to raise it up off the ground and keep it away from sliding on your desk. Next up, we've got the Zotac Zbox EA740, which is the more entry-level Zbox that we're going to be checking out today. It features an Intel Core i3-6100T Skylake processor and an AMD Radeon R9 M365X with 2 gigabytes of GDDR5. I'm under the impression that this is somewhere around the desktop-rated performance of a 750 Ti, if you're wondering. This one features 2 DDR3L SODIMM slots, a 2.5-inch slot for a hard drive or SSD, configurable as you please, and an M.2 SSD slot as well. This one's aesthetic isn't quite as awesome as the previous one, but still is pretty good, being mostly matte. I do like that. On the left-hand side, we have a large circular power button. And then we have a USB 3.0/SD card slot on the more right-hand side, with a headphone and microphone jack and 3.5mm after that, and then a USB 3.0 Type-C connector on the far right-hand side. Just note when we're looking at the back here, there's actually 3 full-size display ports, not 6 that you're able to see. Those 6 are for a digital signage version of this computer, not an actual consumer available version. There's a Wi-Fi antenna, which also supports Bluetooth 4.0, dual gigabit ports, and dual USB 3.0 ports with an AC jack on the back. Zotac also announced a 480 gigabyte Nvme Drive at CES 2016 this year. It's still going to be going under a fair amount of revisions, both aesthetic and firmware-wise in terms of speeds, so hit them up on Twitter if you have any feedback. It will currently be probably running at a sequential speed of, in terms of read and write, 2500 megabytes per second and 1200 megabytes per second respectively, so it should be pretty beast mode. I currently really like the aesthetic of the kind of hole-based design on the gunmetal side that will probably be facing downwards in most configurations, and I think they might be just making that flat, so you can weigh in, message them on Twitter. Thank you again to Squarespace for sending us here to CES 2016. If you guys need a website because you're super badass at making ball-based chandeliers that hang up in really crazy expensive hotel rooms, then, maybe make a Squarespace website. You can use their commerce module to sell and distribute your crazy chandeliers. You might even do that in person. How do you distribute a chandelier? Genuine question. Let me know in the comments down below. Anyways, if you're confused because you make chandeliers and not websites, you can use their 24/7 live chat or live email support. Their live chat or email support, which are super, super helpful. They have tons of different graphics, pre-done templates that you can use to make it look really pretty, and you can even maybe make it so that there's like images that are all of your different chandelier designs, and then people can pick one specifically, or they can see custom work that you've done for other people. You have a gallery and a store on the same page. Badass! Anyways, Squarespace, build it beautiful. We'll see you guys next time. To see all of our CES 2016 content, subscribe to Linus Tech Tips.